Yeah, the video is going to be about programming the window, but why did I do that? I didn't film this part, but this is the old driver's door window guide rubber, which lives inside a channel and then lives inside the door. Here is the corner view you'll be used to from the door, opening the door. When you get a new one, this is deliberate, this slicing to bend the gap. Mine had suffered. Let's have a look. Just deformed and was sticking in the window, I thought, but then having got it out and then found the programming part in VIDA, I don't know if this was really a problem too much for me, really. Anyway, so this is the right front part number. It's about £80 plus VAT, and basically you take the door trim off, 2 Torx 25s in the door handle, take the little plastic poppers out of the door card, separate the speaker, separate the door release cable clip with a screwdriver, and there's a couple of cables going to the master driver's door switch, a couple of that. So unclip those 2 and then you can take the card away. There's a piece of plastic trim on the upper left of the door, and basically that is rotates and comes away, gives you access to the metal clip that's on the window regulator. And what you do is get a pair of pliers and you pull the clip out sideways, and you get the other clip and pull it out sideways whilst someone's holding the bottom of the window, or you have something like a bottle of Demon Shine or something, window cleaner in the bottom of the door, and that will absorb the window coming down. Because as soon as you I missed a step. There'll be another video you can find for how to take the window regulator or disseparate the window, but basically once you pull the little C-clips out, it takes a bit of force, but you have to separate the plastic runners from the window by prying with a screwdriver or something in between. Did I do it with my thumbs this time? Must have got some strength from somewhere, and I managed to put it back together again with my thumbs, which the first time I've had to go, I had to use almost pipe grips and pliers to push it together. But yeah, when you reassemble the window, pushing the pins back into the runners isn't very easy, and it's a lot easier if you can do it straight on and not at an angle. You'll see what I mean when you try and do this. So regardless, you take the window out. So you pull the window down halfway, you take this the battery, and then you access these clips where you can access them through the holes in the door. On the right hand side there's a piece of foam, and you pull the foam off the inner of the door and you're going to get to the window clip. But basically from halfway down you can then pull the window from the outside of the car outwards of the car. There's an inner piece of trim on the window inner sill, pops upwards, removes, that gives you a bit more access. But effectively get with your window, put it in your boot or somewhere safe, and then this on the inside is sticking about that far down inside the door past the runner. So this one's easy to grab, and you just pull it outwards and just gently keep on pulling the sill outwards and down until it comes away from the bottom of the door in, and then the same onto the bottom. So then what I did was I had some of this silicone grease, so I basically put that on my fingers with my gloves on, and I ran a load of that liberally around the inside of the metal runner. First of all, after you've cleared all the rubbish out of it, and also if you had any bends or defects, sort them out and make it all square and nice. Once you've done that, you then feed in this, and you can see from the shape that's where it lives in the channel. So that face there. Okay, so put it in gently, get the corner up into the corner. and this inner lip needs to be kept out of the outside of the door. So that's the door goes inside the gap there. The door, yeah, the door, yeah. The window later runs in a nice material. Okay, so you've got the part number if you need one, and I don't think this was actually my problem, but this will now lead into my video of me doing the VIDA and the window as a anyway introduction to that part. Cheers. My driver's door window's always been mucking around for ages, so I'd found that the rubber seal was in pieces in places, so I bought a new seal, about £80 plus that. So now we've got to program the up because it won't go up properly. It comes up and goes down again. So I'm already in VIDA connected. We're going to go driver's door module. I'm going to go to advanced, expand that, programming the window, initializing the window position. So I've got ignition on here, let's have a look. Yeah, ignition on, it's not currently on. Move the window to its upper position using manual control and then do this, I believe. Let's go down a bit. So currently, auto won't work with it until I've got ignition on. There we go, that was casing point. Let's do it again. So that's auto up and then it comes down on its own and sits there. It's real annoying. So hopefully we can cure this now. Move the window to upper position using manual control and initialize it. So we're going to move it up with force. It's up. Now I'm going to press the button. Those buttons are yellow, which is it says initialized. The other one's initialized. So initiate driver's door, initiate driver window. Okay. I heard some action, but I haven't seen anything happen. Okay, that's the car doing that. I never did that, which is pretty cool and nice to see it went up. And look what happened. It's gone green. How cool is that? So now I'm going to open the left passenger, close it, even though this wasn't problematic, but I'm just going to do it anyway. And now initiate it, initialize it. So look. Did it twice, car did that, and it's gone green. Very nice. So finish that box, press continue. You heard the SEM click there. So the other options are the remote control setting. You can turn it on or off. What does that mean? That's each control fob that came with the car. You can set up your own angles of door mirrors and seats, memory of the seats and the door mirrors, and then each car fob that then locked the car that day, that's the memory that the seats and mirrors will return to when you unlock the car with each fob. So his and hers, for example. So you can turn that actual option off on the remote, and then programming the soft start is what we probably have a go at doing now. This is the soft stop even. This is the bottom opening of the window. So problems with the windows can occur, the front windows can occur, and two distance can be selected, 6mm or 15mm. That's from the very bottom, I believe. So press the blah 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 symbol, the V70, to read off our number. 40 value. Okay, interesting. Right, look at this. So I'm glad I did this now. I've never done this before. So 6 and 15. Start programming. Do I select one? I can select one. Okay. So soft stop distance is 6mm from the bottom, I believe, or 15mm from the bottom. If it was 15mm from the bottom, would that mean the window still sticks up a little bit from the door? Should we, let's do a 6mm, let's do a 15mm and see what happens. So this is driver's door, start programming. Let's look. Is anything going to happen? Maybe not. Okay. It's got 15mm in here now, you see this? And the other one's 40, so I'm going to call that 15 as well. Start programming. It's gone to 15. And now we're going to, I don't know what else we can do here. Is that it? Program the number in, so hide that. Now we're going to continue. Okay, so if you go back to program and soft stop, reopen the window again with this, it should be other numbers stored in memory. Yeah, cool. So 15mm was stored in memory now. Now let's see what happens with the 15mm. So that should be all the way down, and the remote I'm leaving active. I've only actually got one fob, so it's good enough. And then we've got the window position we've already done. So the car's green. Let's have a look what happens with the window if we do a full auto down. Alright, well that's good. So the window is not sticking up, and now if we do an auto up, fingers crossed. Oh, wrong switch. Oh, I'm right happy. Oh, that's been bad for donkeys. Yep, cool. The left-hand one passenger one hasn't got auto up down, but I have got a CAN bus extending OBD plug-in thing that gives me that option as well, up and down. So if we do soft stop, I don't know what did it stop? Do it manually. Yeah, it doesn't do like a hard clank. I'll give it that. Oh, what a result that is. That's just cool. Okay. Bit more of a clank there. That's running on an old door rubber. You can probably hear that. There was an option, Volvo option probably, to program that other door in. But obviously the first owner never had that option done, nor have I. Anyway, I think that's probably a wrap. That explains the window programming in VIDA. Cheers.